Hello and how are you, my friend, today? I greet you wherever you are. I believe that you are well, and even if situations are not well wherever you are, believe that God is able. God knows, and God will come through for you. So I thank you for being here today, and for those who have been following me, I'm so grateful. I'm so humbled. I don't take your support in vain. May God bless you. May God increase you. For those who are new in this channel, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Be a blessing to me. I will be happy for that. So today I'm going to speak about the matters to do with the relationships. So stay here till the end of this video, and I'm sure you are going to benefit. So today I want to speak about signs. I want to share with you some signs that your spouse is having an affair. Signs that your spouse is cheating on you. So in this era that we are living, you find that many families are living in doubts, like the first trust is no longer there. You find that the way you started life, when maybe you got married, when you started the relationship, the things are not the same again. I don't know, the devil has come in between you and your partner. Things are not well, and this has destroyed many families. People are crying, husbands are crying, wives are crying, no peace in families. Many couples are not living in peace. They are living in doubts. The first love, the first peace, the first love, the devil has already stolen. And so we need to continue trusting God, praying, and just waiting on how things are going to turn as we do what we can do to rectify where we can rectify. So as I've said, today by the grace of God, I'll be giving you some points. I'll be giving you some signs that will show you whether your partner is cheating on you, whether your spouse is having an affair. Because infidelity has grown to a higher level. Cheating has grown to a higher level. It's a killer disease. So stay tuned till the end of this video, and I'm sure you're going to get something. Number one, sign number one, how you'll be able to understand whether your spouse is lying or is cheating on you or something. Number one, constant and senseless lies. You'll understand that your partner is having a lot of lies. She or he has developed some lies, and these lies are constant. Other lies which don't make sense. Okay, I don't mean that there are some lies which make sense, but then whatever the person is telling you, whatever your partner is telling you each and every day is not adding up. Simply because they are trying to protect something. They are trying to hide something. So they keep on lying. And if you have been moving with this person for a long time, you will be able to understand. Because even if they used to tell the truth, even if they used to lie, a sensible lies, something that could maybe add up or something, this time around things are not the same again, simply because there's something behind the cocoon. There's something that they are hiding. So constant lies, and lies that are not making any sense. Yeah, they're not adding up. That is a sign that your spouse, your partner, is cheating on you. Number two, another sign, missing finances. Could be in accounts, banks, or even in the house. You'll find that, I believe that the people who are together, people that love one another, they trust one another, they are faithful to each other. So even when it comes to accounts, to finances, you'll find that most of them have a joint account or something. They trust one another, they are free. When it comes to issues of money, they share together. They are willing to put things in the table, share everything in light. They walk in light in matters to do with finances. So when it reaches a point whereby you find that maybe there's this amount of cash you had in your bank, simply your husband or your wife has got a pin or the details to do with that bank, you find that some cash is missing, some amount is missing, and you cannot explain. Nobody else who has the details apart from your partner, but then some of the cash is missing. You also find in a home, it could be in the house, you used to put some amount somewhere, and then you find that that cash is not there without any explanation. Like your wife is not saying anything. When you ask her, nobody else enters where maybe you put that money, nobody knows that the secret. You find that finances are missing. Could be your partner, your husband, your wife is getting some cash without you being aware, and then she or he is spending with another, the other person he or she is cheating with. So missing finances in a way that you cannot explain is another sign. Number 3, another sign is secret emails. Secret emails, accounts, phone numbers. Yeah, when people are in love, you understand that you know your bank, you have information concerning your partner's accounts, banks, maybe the phones, emails. And then if it reaches a point you understand that your partner has opened new accounts and they don't want you to know, they don't want you to be involved, they don't want you to know, then that should sound an alarm. All of a sudden they are not business people. Could be your okay, we understand the business people, businessmen, business ladies could be having many accounts, but then if your partner is free, if your partner is open to you, they will not hide anything from you. So if you realize that they have started opening other accounts, other emails, other phone numbers, they bought other phone numbers without you being aware, and they don't want you to have connections with that, they don't want you to get the details, then this should sound an alarm to you that something bad is cooking pertaining matters of cheating. Number 4, special clothing, abrupt change of dressing that you as a partner, you are not aware. You as a spouse, you are not aware. Like the wife all of a sudden starts dressing in a funny way. And this clothes, maybe you do not know where it came from. Maybe you are the one who used to buy, the ladies buy for themselves clothes, not a must that your husband buys for you all the clothes all through. Even you can come across a certain dress, a certain trouser, a certain clothes that are admirable, and then you feel like purchasing. That's not bad, but then there's those fishy dressing codes that maybe a person may develop, especially wives. And then you want to dress, and then you just go in places where your husband does not know, your spouse does not know. Those funny dressings, and it has just come abruptly, should sound an alarm that something somewhere is not good. But yeah, and then point number 5, different smells. Yeah, we see these things in movies, like, but the fact is that it happens also in reality. That you find that you are my husband, you are my wife, so I must understand the kind of perfume that maybe you use. So all of a sudden you come in the house, the different smell, that's not the smell of the perfume that I know that my wife has, that my husband has. So I'll start sensing, like, where has that smell come from? It's not the perfume that I know, and it is not once, it's not twice. Even if it is the first time, start doing some investigations as to why pertaining your husband or your spouse's way concerning the matters of cheating, because some things should not be taken for granted. By the end of the day, where has that smell come from? Okay, we know maybe he or she could have met another person somewhere on the road, hugged them, given them a hug or something. But then, if you are keen enough, you will come to realize. If it repeats itself, you'll come to realize. It sounds an alarm. So number 6, changes in sex life. You all of a sudden understand that your wife or your husband has changed in matters concerning sex. They don't want, especially if they are the husband was a had sex high drive, or you'll understand that they have gone low. If the other one was low, had the sex low drive, if he had the sex low drive, you'll understand that they are no longer interested anymore. They are not interested anymore, or they just don't want things to do with the sex. They don't want to touch you as the partner. Then you should ask yourself what is going on. Do not just assume that my husband is fed up. You should not assume like my wife is approaching menopause or something. Find out what is happening. Could be there's somebody somewhere outside who is trying to fulfill your partner, or even giving him or her more when it comes to sex than you. So you need to find out. Do not ignore changes to do with the sex life. The other point, number 7, emotional changes. Could be negatively or positively. All of a sudden, we know people have different personalities, but there are those who are introverts, extroverts. We know name them, the 4 types of temperaments. We know them. But then, if you realize that your husband is changing, all of a sudden, he is anchored. He does not behave the way he used to behave. He is not taking things the way he used to take them. He has changed abruptly. You need to find out what is happening. Sometimes they even come to the house, they don't want to talk. They don't want anything to do with the house, anything to do with their family. They are just on their phones. They are just concerned with their jobs. Find out what is happening. Others may change to be very happy. We have those positive changes also, positive emotional changes. They may be so happy. Don't think that your husband is probably more born again or something. Maybe he has encountered Christ or something. Find out to know. Others will come with that laughter, with that closeness, just to cover what they are doing in secret. So you need to find out. Be wise. Number 8, avoiding your questions or calls. Some partners will reach a point. We know when people are born again, when people are in a courtship, when people are in a relationship, when people are in marriage, they are intact. They need to be in touch with one another when it comes to calls, when it comes to questions. If it reaches a point that your partner does not want to receive your calls, they are not answering your texts, they don't want your chats anymore, they are just trying to avoid, by all means, then need seek to know what could be the problem. Could be. They have identified other sources. They have identified other people who can chat them more, chat them better. They are drawing them near and closer, and so they think that you are less important to them. That's why they are ignoring. If also they start chatting you more than they used to chat you before, more than they used to call you before, also be curious to know why this person is behaving the way they are behaving. As I've said, others will do so to hide what they have been doing in secret. Be wise. The last point, hiding their cell phones, keeping them protective. The people who are in love should be free to each other. Like, you should not hide anything from me. Others have protected their phones with the patterns. Like, your wife does not know your phone pattern. Your husband does not know your phone pattern. That should also sound an alarm. Even if they may claim they are hiding those patterns from children, they don't want children to enter their phones and maybe search to know evil things or something, then you as a partner, you as a spouse, you should be knowing the pattern. Not because you are trying to enter deep in their life or something, but because of that closeness. A partner should not, a spouse should not hide whatever patterns, the phone calls, whatever, when it comes to contact, you should not hide it from your husband, from your wife. So you should always keep your phone open. Your husband should be knowing that your phone pattern. Do not hide. Do not be secretive. Do not protect whatever is inside your phone. What are you protecting as a lady, as a woman? What are you protecting that phone? What don't you want your husband to see? You wife over there, what don't you want your husband to see in that phone? What are you hiding? Because she knows you in and out. So I believe that everything should also be then nothing you should hide from them. So if you start seeing such kind of signs from your husband, from your wife, from your spouse, then it should sound an alarm that things are not good. So those are the 9 points I was giving. The 9 points, I've given you 9 points, 9 signs that should sound an alarm that your spouse, your partner is having an affair. So as much as you may take this video or you may take these ideas, it is something that I've researched, it's something that I've sat down, analyzed. So just sit down and see, where do you lie? Is your family facing such kind of issues? Is your partner having such kind of signs? I'm not here to tell you to divorce them. I'm not here to advocate for divorce. No. What I want you to do, as we've said, infidelity has killed or is killing many families. What you're supposed to do, sit down with your spouse. If they are willing, sit down with them. Discuss what is making your partner to cheat. Could be there's a reason. Are you not satisfying them or something? Have they noticed even you are having some fishy behaviors or something? Sit down, the two of you discuss. Be willing to sit together, because if you are not going to do so, your family is going to be defiled. Your family is going to separate. You're just going to stay there as pictures, which is not the will of God. So sit down and weigh out the pros and cons of whatever you are doing, and then come out with a conclusion, and your family is going to stand. Above all, I pray that you be prayerful. Whatever is happening, if you are not born again, involve yourself in a prayer. Tell God to help you. Connect yourself with the people who know how to pray. Then as you pray for your family, let others also pray for you. You being in the front line, so that you may also show your children what is pertained of them in matters of family. So thank you so much for viewing this, watching this video till the end. If you have got any question, if you're facing through this, your husband or your wife is cheating, or even if it has not come clearly, you sense some danger, well, then do what I've told you to do. Pray, talk to them, pray. And I'm sure God is going to intervene. If you have got any question, and we may interact in the comment section area by the grace of God. And if you want to maybe add anything, you're also allowed to do it. So until next time, my friend, I thank you so much. May God bless you. May God lift you. May God meet the desires of your heart. May God have mercy on you. May God visit you even in your family. I pray that God intervenes in your situations in Jesus' mighty name. So until next time, if you have not subscribed, may you do it by the grace of God. And until we meet again, continue following me, continue watching my videos, and I'm sure your life is not going to remain the same. Shalom.